Alright humans, so TLC is getting some updates, and that means that all the old skins from the old version now need to be ported to the newer version. And of course the main thing that has changed, as some of you guys already know, is that we are now firing bullets around the character as opposed to having auto aim, right? And yeah, but let's get back to animations. So animation wise, the main thing that needs to be added is the drawn frame. So the drawn frame is just an armless body, so you can see like there are no arms, and the legs move, right? So let's just see it in action right now. So here's the drawn frame, you see my legs move, and yeah. So let's switch to a character that does not have, their drawn frame ported yet, alright? And you can see that when I have my gun drawn out, it just slides around, like the legs don't move, it's just sliding, like, ugh, my eyes, get it away. So that's what we're going to be working on in this video. We're going to start learning how to port our skins over, alright? The rest of the animation is optional. So if you don't have an idle animation, right? Well, we're just going to play the blink animation. If you don't have a run animation, it's just going to play the walk animation. Tired idle, this should be mandatory because it's really easy to do. You just like plop the body down and then raise it back up, lower the eyes. It has a nice effect. So let me show you tired idle in action and all the other ones. So let me switch to the character that has all the animations. So this is run, walk, run, walk. You see how it adds a nice effect. Sorry, this is lagging, by the way. I'm recording on a laptop, and it's not one of the best laptops. Alright, so I'm gonna let go. I'm out of stamina. I'm gonna let go, and it should like just breathe really heavily, right? That is tired idle. And there is also a hurt walk. So once zombies spawn, let me just configure that. If I get below like half health, let me just do that really quickly. You can see I am hurt walking, so it's like more stumbling, arms on the stomach, and like 2 frames of the feet are actually animating, alright? And that is mostly it for all the animations. They're optional, you don't have to do them. And yeah, again, main is drawn. So let's just get started with that, alright? Alright, so now let's start setting up the software. So you're going to need Aseprite. It's a nice pixel art editor, and we're going to be using a lot of its features, such as animations, layers, and etc. Aside from that, you're also going to need some scripts for Aseprite, and it's going to make our lives a lot easier, alright? And they're going to be linked in the description and stuff, and on this page. So what you want to do is go to this link after you installed Aseprite, download the zip folder, save it anywhere. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to save it right there. And we're going to go to Aseprite. There we go. We're going to go to File, Scripts, Open Scripts folder, alright? And we're going to open this zip file. We're going to extract all the contents of it into the Aseprite scripts folder, right? Just like so. And there we go. So now when we go back to Aseprite, let's see, there we go. We go to File, Scripts, Rescan Scripts folder, and now all the scripts should appear, alright? And we're going to be using import to import all of the animations and stuff, export to export it, and copy paster is what's going to have us automate our workflow, alright? And that's about it for the setup. Alright, so now let's pick up a skin that we want to update and port over to the latest version. So we're going to go into the game, get into the character creator somehow. It might not always be in this menu, so I hit escape to open this menu, the settings menu, and then I went to character creator. But in the future, I'm pretty sure the UI is going to change. So I'm going to port Kurt, and you can right click it and DL. So that's going to download the skin to where the executable of the game is, right? And there are a ton of places it can be. If you're installing this from itch or Steam, it's probably tucked away in Windows somewhere in like AppData or something. But in this case, I know where it is. For me, it's going to be in the desktop folder. So I'll save the game like right there, alright? And it's going to be different for you, and I'll link in the description all the places that they can possibly be if you, are installing from an app store or something. So it's going to create this folder called downloads in the same folder as the game executable. You want to go to downloads and you want to go skins, and this is essentially a skin, alright? This is what gets loaded into the game, alright, this PNG file, and this JSON file tells the game, how to draw and animate things, and which is the head, which is the body, and etc. Alright, so now let's import that into Aseprite. So what you want to do is go to Aseprite, alright? We're going to drag it in here. Make sure it's the selected tab right now, so we can see it as the selected tab. We're going to File, Scripts, and then we're going to go to TLC Import Atlas. And it should say the kurtcobain.json. If these two are in the same directory, you can just hit OK. If they're not in the same directory, then you have to go look for this file in your file system, right? In this case, they're in the same directory, so it's fine. I'm just gonna hit OK. And it's gonna generate all the animations and place them in layers and stuff, okay? And this is what we're gonna be working on. All right, so how you want to go about this is you want to do all the blink heads first. So only focus on the heads of these blink animations, and then copy and paste them to all the other heads. So the drawn and the walk and the heart walk and etc. Don't worry, we're going to be using a script, so it's not that tedious. Then we're going to do the bodies of the walk animations, and we're going to copy those bodies into all the other frames. It's kind of a mouthful to explain, but you'll understand. It's probably much better if you just watch me and you'll see what I mean, all right? So let's just get started. This is not going to be a comprehensive tutorial on Aseprite. I'm going to link some below, but you can see my shortcuts and I'll try to explain some things about this editor as I go. All right, so right now I'm doing control and scroll to scroll into this timeline. All right. And again, let's get started with the blink heads. So the blink animation, let's see. We only want to focus on the heads right now. So is there anything wrong with these heads? Yeah, because the body pixels are stealing some of the head pixels. So you can see that, this black part needs to be closed off right here because the body is stealing them. So you see how the body just has these 2 pixels? Well, those are from the head. So let's just place them down on the head layer. I'm going to lock the body layer to make sure I don't accidentally draw on them. There we go. And, oh, are we missing 1 pixel? Yeah. There we go. All right. Cool. So I'm going to delete all these and then just do the blink animation. So I'm holding control and then I'm having my mouse on like the border and I'm just dragging them to the next frame and that's going to do a copy and paste. All right. So the blink animation goes along the lines of this. So it's fully open and then it's going to be partially open. So this is partial open and then fully closed. So let's just do that. I'm going to go to I. So then I can pick color and then partial open again. I already did that frame, so I'm just going to copy and paste that from this frame there and then fully open. So again, blink is defined as fully open, partially closed, fully closed, partial open, and then full open again. All right, so let's just play this back. I'm going to play and you can see it's just a really nice smooth blinking animation. All right, so let's do the same for the rest of the heads. So let's see, blink S. Are there any pixels that are being stolen? Yeah, we can just add these 2 black pixels back there. Up, on. There we go. All right. And I'm just going to cheat a little and just delete these and copy and paste. And same process, all right? Okay, so it's going to be fully open, partially open. There we go. Up. I to get the color picker, B to get the brush down. Now let me just drag this down just a little. And the next one is fully closed. All right. And then partial open again. I already did it like 2 frames ago, so I'm just copy paste it. And then back to fully open. So let's just play that back. And this head is perfect, all right? Let's do the, so you may think that, hey, I can just flip the W, the west animations, and just slap them onto the blink east. But you can't do that for this skin because, well, the left eye is covered with a bang. So if you just flip these, you're going to be losing detail. So that's why I avoid flipping left and right, east and west directions. I just do it manually as much as I can. So this blink E, what's wrong with it? Well, the body is stealing these 2 head pixels. So let's just add them back in. So just going to stop playing this animation. I'm going to go here. I'm going to add these 2 back. Go back, select the right layer. Repeat a brush. There we go. All right. Oh, missing 1 more there. All right, looks good. And I can just copy and paste these over. There's no eyes I have to really do for this blink animation since it's just covered with a bang. All right, and now the north. So blink N has some hair pixels taken away by the body. All right, so let's just get them out of there and put them in the right layer. All right, so let's do, do this. Control X. Oh, gotta be in the right layer. X. Go to the head layer, paste it in here, get rid of that pixel there. Still need this part. So let's just cut and paste it. Alright. Oh, there we go. Control X. Oh, select one more pixel. Go to the head layer, paste it in, and then one more black pixel right below. Alright. And just gonna place it on the head layer. Alright. So now this head is perfect. I'm just gonna close that off. Alright, so now we're done with all the heads. And what we're gonna do is spread them to all these other animations, the drawn frames, the hurt idols, and etc. Alright? Because those heads, we guaranteed that these blink heads are perfect. There's no hair pixels that are missing. There's no body pixels that are taking away the head pixels, and etc. So we know the blink heads are perfect. All we gotta do is spread them to all the other heads that are not perfect. So, you know, this one, you see it's missing chin pixels. Well, we're just gonna get the one from here and then just slap it down, right, with a script. So to do that, we're gonna right click, go to new, layer, and then we're gonna go to files, scripts, and then go to TLC copy paster. And we're gonna do the first up here, right? It says blink spread head layer paste select. I'm going to paste it into layer 1, and you're going to see some heads show up here in a second, right? So paste. There we go. Right, so these heads really on layer 1 are just copied straight from this blink, and we're just going to slap them down. But before we do that, we got to make sure that there's no displacement, all right? So by displacement, I mean like sometimes the script does this. It's going to misplace the head like 1 pixel to the left, when the real position of this, right, these two combined, is like this, all right? So if it's displaced by 1 pixel, it's just going to look like too weird. Not for this animation, but the other animations, all right? So just make sure that they line up perfectly. So if it's like displaced, just line it back up like that, and you're done. So we're just going to go through them and make sure there's no displacement, and then we're just going to replace all the imperfect heads with the blink heads that we certified were perfect, all right? All right, so let's just do that. So no displacement, no displacement. There we go. No displacement going on. Nothing. Alright. Alright. And it's pretty clever about this. So let me go off on a little tangent. So hurt walk, you see that it's like partially closed. Well, it just took like that from the blink animation that was partially closed. Like this one right here. That one. It just took that and then put it on the hurt frames. Because when you're hurt, your eyes are not like fully open and wide and, you know, fully conscious anymore. You're like a little tired and you're stumbling. So it's nice that it automates that, and it adds a lot of, you know, adds a nice touch to the game. So let's just keep going. So no displacement. Let me just give myself some more room here. Can I drag this? Oh, I can't drag that. My keyboard shortcuts up. But let's just keep going. No displacement, no displacement, no displacement anywhere. Looks all good. So this is what I mean, like this head has these pixels from the body, but it's not that big of an issue because we're just going to replace it with the perfect head, right? Alright. So we're just going to keep going. Alright, looks like there's no displacement at all. So what we're going to do, we're not going to do this for the walk because we're going to need these walk heads, because these walk heads steal some pixels from the body, all right? And we're going to do the inverse operation soon. So you're going to see what I mean by that in a second. But just don't do it for the walk. Just do it for all the other animations first, all right? So from here to here, all right, we don't want all these old heads that are like imperfect. We just want the ones from layer 1 that are copied from Blink, because we know that they are solid, Metal Gear Solid. All right, so let's just drag them down, and there we go, perfect heads. All right, we're gonna skip walk. We're gonna go back to that. What about wink? So it automates placing the wink animation, I think, too. So there we go. There we go. All right, and these are the old heads right there. They're just all sleeping. So let me just delete these old heads. Let me make sure there's no displacement first. So no displacement. Cool, cool, cool. All right, again, by displacement, just one last reminder. I mean something like this. All right, because the script's going to do that, and all you got to do is just align it back up, because if it's not aligned back up, it's going to look like this. So that's why you got to make sure there's no displacement and everything lines up to where it originally was before you replace them. Delete these old heads, slap these ones down, and there we go. So, whoops, accidentally hit Control S. We're not going to save it just yet. And now we're going to do the inverse operation, but with the bodies. All right? All right, so now let's just do the inverse operation. So what I mean by that is that we're going to make sure all these bodies are perfect and then spread them all to all the other animations, just like we did with the head, all right? So let's see. So the reason why we didn't, replace the heads right now is because this one takes some pixels from the body layer right now. So you can see how those 2 brown pixels were missing. That's why we don't want to delete the heads just yet, right? We're going to do it like after this. So let's just get started fixing up these bodies. So there we go. Let's see, it was like some brown pixels stolen by this head. Oh, there we go. There we go. Cut. Paste in the body layer. There we go. And let's just close this up, all right? 2, 3. Okay. So next, those 2 pixels belong in the head, and let's just add some black pixels just to close this up, right? There we go. Okay. Next frame is probably belong to the hair and the head. What are we missing? Oh, okay. There we go. You belong in the body layer. There we go. And let's just close off the shoulder. Okay. So let's just add these pixels back in. There we go. And this one is the exact same as this one, so I'm just going to copy paste. But you can see some inconsistencies here. So you can see these 2, there's like no white spots on this one. And this one does have white spots. So yeah, when I look over the icons, some of them are like really messy. So what I'm going to do actually is, I'm going to fix this one and then copy and paste it back to the other one. Yeah, because if we look at the original sprite right here, it does have these 2 dots, and for some reason this one doesn't. But I guess you can blame like the freaking editor. Then it doesn't make copy and pasting convenient. I don't know, I don't really use that, the DMI editor. So we're just copy and paste it there, and these walk bodies are done. Alright. Let's do the walk N, alright? So the walk N has a lot of hair on it. The walk N bodies have a lot of hair stolen from the head layer. So let's just delete them and let's make sure that they can be sort of reused for other sprites, because other skins might, want to use this brown jacket. So we're just going to try our best to make it as sort of generally usable. All right, there we go. That's one direction down. This one, there we go. Just gonna smother this in black, brown. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Done. I'm gonna add one more pixel there for the shoulder thing. This one, let's see, move you guys away. Alright. Just gonna brown this up. Prop this up. Brown. And then just make it black. Yeah, just make it black right here. Alright, looks good enough. We'll come back to it later if there are any issues. Alright, and this one's just a carbon copy of this frame right here. So just delete it, and then control, and then drag. Alright, cool. So these north heads, these north walk bodies, are perfect. Let's move on. Okay, so let's just close these off. There we go. Okay. Wait a second, am I adding too much? No, I'm not adding too much. Okay, cool. So Control-Shift-Z to redo. Place one more pixel there. Okay. That body is perfect. I'm gonna lock the layers to make sure you're not accidentally drawing them. Happens a good amount when you're working with layers. Alright, so let's just add those pixels in. There we go. Right? And then this one. Looks like the body, well, the heads aren't stealing away too many for these. But I'm just going to fill those in, alright? And this is just a carbon copy of this one. Okay. There we go. Cool. Now for the last one, the west. So you may think, again, I'm just going to like flip the east animations. You can go do that by going to highlighting all it and then go to frame. No, it was like an edit and then flip horizontal. That would flip it, alright? But in this case, I'm going to show you again why you don't want to do that. So this one has 2 dots, and then this one has like these 2 line thingies, like a horizontal, not a diagonal line. And if you look, well, it mirrors like how the pants should look on the skin, right? 2 dots and a line. So we don't want to lose that detail, even though it's kind of obscure and no one would notice. But it's always nice to, you know, keep every little detail. At least that's what I try to do. So anyways, let's not flip it, and let's just fix these up manually. You can flip if you like know perfectly, like, hey, there's like, it's just a carbon copy. But in this case, we know that we're going to be losing some details. Also, this head pixel, this head is stealing some pixels from the body, so let's just get those out. Copy. Paste. Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Right, paste to the body layer. And we're just going to put some black on it. And wrap this up. Okay, there we go. Nice. We could add that optional chin pixel right there. Yeah. If it becomes a problem, when we try this outfit with other heads, then we'll do it. For now, I don't really know if it's going to be an issue. Okay. There we go. Fix this. Alright. Cool. And then this one. Add that on the right there. Cool. This one is... This probably belongs to the hair. And then the head is stealing this pixel. Oh. Let me select the right layer. Now, body, please. That's where I want it. And then let's just close this off. Cool. And this one should just be a carbon copy of this frame. And now that is all the walk bodies done. So now it's the same process. We're just going to copy and paste them to all the other layers. But for that, let's just get these heads done. All right. Is there any displacement? Let's just check really quick. So we're just going to replace the heads. No displacement going on, it looks like. Cool. All right. So old heads gone. The ones from Blink that are perfect go right down. All right, now we're gonna do the inverse. We're gonna, you know, do the same thing but with the bodies. So File, Script. We're gonna go to TLC Copy Paster. We're gonna go to this Walk Spread Body Layer Paste. Select layer 1, and it's gonna paste all the bodies in. So let's just do that. And there we go. As you can see, now these bodies are perfect, and we gotta replace the bodies that are imperfect, meaning that, you know, it's stealing pixels from the head layer, right? And things like that. So again, make sure there's no displacement. Sometimes the script will do this, where it's like a couple pixels off, like that. Well, it's just gonna look weird if you just have the head on that. See, it's like his head is like sticking a little bit way too out. So again, just line them up. Just make sure there's no displacement, like so. Make sure they line up, and that's about it. So let's just mass do this, and then we're gonna drop all the new bodies down and replace the old ones, right? So no displacement, no displacement. Looks good. only looking for displacement, guys. Alright, for the drawn we'll skip for now, because I'm going to go into that later. But let's just keep going for all these other ones. No displacement. No displacement. Cool. Oh, thought I saw. Yep, we're replacing this body with this one. Just gonna add those 2 dots into. Okay, keep going. Oh, thought I saw something. No. Cool. All right. Displacement. All right. So now let's just drop all the old bodies. Old bodies gone. New bodies that are perfect. Right on. Right on. All right, cool. We're gonna do the drawns a bit later. For all these, we made sure that there's a little displacement also. So old bodies are gone. The ones that are from walk are gonna be used. So just drop them straight down. All right, perfect. And let's just move all the way here. So is there any displacement? Now let me toggle off the head really quickly. No displacement, cool. So old bodies, deleted. Bodies from walk that are perfect, right on. Okay. Let's do tired idle next. So if you look at the animation notes right here, right over here, it's going to tell you what you can do to add a little more detail to your skin. Most of them don't require that much effort, like for the blink, for example. So let's do tired idle, which is pretty straightforward. So right here, you just make the body bob down and then up, and the eyes should already be done for you. So let's just do that. So tired idle. So this is tired idle, east. So let's just prop it down. Let's just go from the stomach right over here. And let's just see, cut, paste, there we go. And we're gonna add the black pixels. All right. So, and then the next one should be the normal. All right. So that's already done. See how easy it was to add? Oh, we also gotta shift the head down by 1 also. There we go. So let me just play that back. Oh, I'm so tired. All right, it's catching your breath. All right, let's do the rest. So north. Also the same thing. We're just gonna shift it down right where the belt is. All right, let's just do it like right there. Oh. I gotta make sure the head is not there. Okay. Just make sure I'm selecting the right layer. This. All right. And make sure the head is also down 1 pixel there. So that is tired idle north, catching your breath, right? And then tired idle S. So let's just do that. And we're just going to cut, paste Reno, paste, shift this head down. All right, looks pretty good. And then the west, all right? So it's pretty straightforward. So cut you, oh, gotta select the right layer, paste it down. Oh, this is grabbing that blue pixel there. That's a little of a problem. All right, I can just grab it where the hands are instead. There we go. There we go. Let's just place those 2 back. Wait, let me see that again. Okay, it's like right where the thumb is. Cool. Gotta shift the head down by 1. And that is tired idle. So that's the tired idle set of animations done. Alright. So now let's go to the final touch. Well, let's make sure these all look good when playing back. No mistakes. Alright, cool. So now let's do drum roll, the drawn frames. So this is probably going to be the one that requires the most work. All right, so let's get started with that. Alright, so let's just grab the base sprites. So what I'm going to do is go to the website. There are some base reference skins that you can use. So I'm going to download comp mail and just save it there. Sheila also. So these have run animations and other things that are not, you can see there's no run animations here. It's because it's optional. You can just add that in if you want to. But the game will just, detect that you don't have it and it'll just play the walk one instead. Let's just use, let's see, there we go, these as reference. All right. So how did you do your drawn frame? All right. That's what it looks like. Let's just copy and paste it over so we can have it as a reference layer. So I'm gonna do Shift N to create 2 new layers. I'm gonna have my mouse, I'm gonna have frame 17 selected because that's where John E begins. Control V. All right. And we're just gonna toggle this on and off and use it as a little reference. All right. So let's see. Let's start with blink N because it's already armless, right? Like there's no arms. Yeah. So it's, yeah, look at the cop. I didn't really do anything with that. So what I did is you just chop off the legs. You take them from like the walk and you just slap them on. So let's just do that. So I'm gonna chop off your legs from drawn. There we go. Delete. I'm then going to take these legs and just slap them on. Kind of weird how you see like this brown color is like not the belt color. Yeah. Kind of weird. Okay, paste you in. Alright. We'll just fix that soon. Okay, so let's do it for you also. So your legs are off. Well, actually, we can just copy and paste this one. Let's fix this body also while we're at it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong keys. Alright, let's just do that. And we'll fix it if there are any issues. Let's just check the cop. So the cop one is way taller. We'll just fill it in later. For now, we won't worry about it. So delete. Copy paste this one. Chop off these legs. And replace them with these legs. Control X. Oh. Just delete these old legs first. So M, delete. And then take your legs from this walk and paste it in that layer. Okay. It just needs to go up. XV. There we go. Alright, let's fix that. It's kind of like flashing weirdly. There we go. Oh, I wanted more brown, my bad. There we go. Perfect. So that's drawn and done. Let's just do S because that's the second easiest. So S, let's see. I want the arm. I want this to be armless. So the easiest way to do that is, we can just, let's just go here. Let's take it from the south. So here's south. And then we'll just like cut off the arms from this one instead. Alright, so there we go. I'm gonna create a new layer for this actually. Paste it in, this one. Alright, and what we're gonna do is cut off the arms from like right there. Oh. Cut off the hands here. And the hands here. Alright, it's pretty armless. And let's just do this. Just place some black spots there. Alright, and that is pretty armless. And then let's just add legs, and then we're pretty much done with this body. So let's add legs. Gotta take your legs off. And just gonna slap it on to you. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that is armless, the first frame for armless S done. Before we replace it, well, let's just replace it and then see if it lines up with the cop. So you're gone. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Gone. Drag you down. Let's double check the cop to make sure it's tall enough and stuff. Perfect. So if we just put the cop head on. Up. I just want the head, please. So there we go. Kind of fits. Yeah. Alright, let's just move on. I'm gonna delete this one. Copy and paste this one. All we need is to make sure the legs are fine. So let's just grab those legs. Cut. Cut and pasty. There we go. Oh, we should delete the old legs first. Old legs. Alright, new legs. Alright. Cool. And that is drawn S done. Alright. And that's drawn N done. Let's do the other two. Alright, west and the east. And they're a little bit more difficult, but not by too much. It's the same process. We're just gonna cough the legs and just make it move and just make it armless. So how do I want to go about doing this? Alright, I'm just gonna... Let's look at the cop. So the cop has this this leg sticking out for the first frame, and then the second frame is like the leg behind out first, and then this one went more inward. So let's just copy that. Alright. And it's also displaced. You can see some displacement going on, like it's 1 pixel lower. But we're just going to fix that later. So go away. Let's just take this one, erase the arms, and then just plop down moving legs. So that's what I'm going to do. So there we go. Go. Go away. And just plop this on. Oh, too many pixels. Was there some black up here? Not much. I'm just gonna do white, and then we'll fix that. And that probably looks better. All right, so that's the armless body. Now we just gotta make the legs move. So let's just chop off these legs and then just slap them on. So legs, I need you. I need that last pixel over there too. So let's just get over there. Too much. Too little. There we go. Cut. We're going to paste it into this layer for now. Because we're going to delete the old legs. Forgot to do that, my bad. So you are gone. Holding control and then zooming in while your paintbrush is selected will increase this thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna take these legs and just slap them down. So there we go. Up. I'm gonna hit Control Z, paste the layer. There we go. Okay, cool. Something like that. Yeah, and then just erase these extra. Alright. Let me look at the cop really quickly. Yeah. So now just make it a line after. We're just gonna make it a line after, not now. So let's just do the second frame. I'm just gonna copy and paste from the previous frame, and then just delete these legs and then slap on those other legs. All right? Because I'm pretty sure this video is kind of long enough. So toggle this frame. I'm gonna take your legs. We need your legs. And there we go. Paste it here. All right, and cool. Let's just get rid of that. So P, do that. Oh. So, all right, looks pretty good. Let's just check it with the cop to make sure. All right. There's some displacement going on. Like, we gotta lower this so it overlays perfectly. Let me move the cop group like down so we can like see an overlay. Yeah. So we're gonna move you. We're gonna select these two layers because we want to move the head with it also. All right. So we're just select these. Make sure it matches the cop. All right. So let me just undo and redo really quickly. So drawn E. We don't need these bodies anymore, really. And line up with the cop. Line up with the cop. All right, now for the last one, the drawn W. I'm just going to flip and just draw these manually. So delete. Control C, Control V. Select these two. I'm gonna edit, flip horizontal. Cool. And let's see. So this one has two lines starting from this knee pixel. All right. Let me see. Oh. So, 1, 1, 2, and all right, cool. And this one, let me see the original. All right, starting from there. So there, 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 and then just there. Cool. And just gonna delete these two old legs and just make sure that everything is placed correctly. So pretty sure the head needs to go down by 1. Yeah. All right. Just make sure it lines up with the cop. So do the legs line up with the cop? Is there no displacement? All right, so that's mostly it. It's the drawn pixels done. Let's make sure the eyes line up. We should make sure the eyes line up too, actually. And we might need to extend the drawn body. This is what I mean by the drawn frame has a little more work. All right, so that head be shifted like that. All right, so now the body might be too small. Yeah. So we need to extend the body a little up. Can we just fill this in with black pixels? And then fill this in with brown? Yeah, doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that because we should make sure you gotta make sure the eyes line up also. Because then the body's gonna be too tiny for this cop to use this body. So let's just do that. What I'm gonna do is just hide, go here. Just gonna cut X. There we go. Cool. All right. And if we just see what it looks like with only the cop's head. All right, yeah, it kind of fits. All right. So let me just do this again for this one. See, it's gonna look like this if we don't move the head just up a little. There's no eye reference for this one. What a pain. Let's just match the chins. Alright. And... Alright, so let me just double check if this one matches the chin. Yeah, it does. So we're just going to use that bottom left chin right here as a reference point. So we got to expand these also a little up. I need to see the body, please. I need the cop one to go away right now. So let's just expand you. Sure, the select right layer is selected. And then black. Cool. Copy. Control Z, delete 2. And then cool. Just added that little hump over there. And now looks pretty good. Okay. Let's fill in those 2 black pixels there. Might as well. Or just one. Alright, and that is mostly all the drawn animations. Alright. Alright, so now let's just make sure that everything lines up with the cop animation. So let's just copy those in up to run, because this one doesn't have a run animation. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so is there any displacement? Just toggle this on. And let's just go through all of them, okay? Or is there anything on these layers that I need? There's nothing. Okay, cool. Okay. So, displacement. Again, by displacement I mean like, you know, this is like this, right? Like that. Just make sure that it lines up, because it's going to be really convenient for people who just want to like swap heads and bodies really quickly. Alright, so just checking for displacement. This is not displacement, it's just that those legs are fatter. So we just toggle the head. Yeah. Body, I mean. Yeah. Alright, but let's just keep going. Displacement. Looks like a displacement. That or this body is like too small. But yeah, let's untoggle the head and see how you look like without it. Yeah, so we gotta extend this body most likely. Yeah, let's just, I'm gonna do that off camera because I'm pretty sure this video is long enough. But for now, I'm just gonna make sure that it lines up correctly. Right, lines up just like that, and then I'll extend the head and body to accumulate for that. I'll just fill those in later. All right. Right now, we're just only concerned with displacement. All right, there we go. And I'll fill in, you know, where you can see the blue later. So displacement. All right. Oh, there any here? Doesn't look like it. It's probably easier if you move the layer, well, the reference layer, like above it. Up. And then we can like just kind of more easily see things. Oh, what happened to your body, dude? Ugh. Hurt idle S. Hurt idle. It should be the same as this, so I'm just gonna copy this over. Made a mistake somewhere. But it's not a big deal. So that's fixed. Wait. Yeah, okay. No displacement. Cool, cool. So there is not displacement, but you can see that this one has the right leg backwards and the left one front. And this one has the opposite, right? The left leg is back and the right one is front. I'm just gonna have it match. So really, I'm just gonna swap. Oh. Hurt walk. So, hurt walk N. Yeah, I'm just gonna swap this with, you know, just make sure the legs match too. So it shouldn't be too hard to do. I'm just gonna create 2 new layers of copy and paste the one that has the left leg in the back. So it should be in the walk, left leg in the back. This one, right? So delete. This hurt walk that had this issue. Delete. And then I want the left one back. So hold Control, just put them there. I don't even need to create 2 new layers, but whatever. Okay, so just gonna delete them. All right, so no displacement. Just making sure everything lines up. Oh, this one's the same issue. So I'm just gonna match the legs. So I want the right leg more in front. So I want the one with the right leg more in front. Just delete this body and get one, the walk in, the walk ass with the right leg more in front. This one's it. So just Control, have my thing. There we go. All right. Cool. Is there any displacement going on? Now let me just drag this back down. Right, cool. Drag this back up. All right. Now let's do, let's see, sleep to tired idle. All right, so sleep. Where is my sleep? To tired idle. And the walk ones also. So copy. Paste. We're just gonna make sure everything lines up. Let's do it more quickly. Okay. Up. Right, down. Up. Cool. Looks like this head is a bit taller, but almost done. Okay. Says the link animation actually done? Yeah, cool. All right. So let's make sure that the hands are also good, because this one, see this brown pixel, it belongs to the freaking body, so just erase that off. There we go. Good, good. I don't really care about you. Let's just make it double black then. That was like the hair pixel, or that yellow part. And we're good with the hands, alright? So, okay, all good. All good. So, we can just delete the cop layer. Well, I can just unhide it for now. Alright, so now if you want to make a run animation, so you can see that the run tag is not here. That's because the run is optional. So you can just add that in if you want to. So let me just, yeah. So to do that, you just select the walk animations. So there we go. And then just select all the walk animations. Hold the corner thing and then make sure like it drags with this gap in the middle. Just let go. And now these are all going to be the run animations. You got to label it manually though. So highlight the 4. This is run E, and then highlight the 4, right click, new tag, run N, and then S, and then W. S, and then run W. All right. New tag, run W. Okay, cool. What the heck happened to the walk animations? So you want to hold control, I think, to copy it. My bad. Because I just straight up replaced it. Yeah. Gotta hold control. I accidentally deleted the walk animations. Alright, whatever. Ugh. New tag. Run E. Probably gonna speed this up or something. But yeah, this is essentially how you add run animations. Copy and paste the walk ones, and then it can just draw over it. And those are the run animations. Okay, so this is going to be run west. And these are, what are these? These are like the blink animation. How did they get over here? The wink animation. Yeah, let's just delete them. Kind of weird. Okay. It's like these. Delete. Okay. And yeah, if you want to do the run animations, you can use this as a baseline. Nope. This copy mail as a baseline, just like select all the frames. And then just copy, create a new layer as a reference layer. And then right shift N, paste it in. And now you can have the run animations as a nice reference, alright? Oh, gotta make sure it lines up though, because the run animation's kind of back here. So I would do it manually, right? I would like pick out only the run and then just drag them in. Go to the run frames, paste it in. Oh, paste. Kind of weird, it's like replacing the layers. I'll lock these two. Run, paste it in. What? Do I have to highlight these two? It feels like a weird bug. Yeah, but I'm gonna file a bug or something. I don't know why it's pasting it to this layer. But yeah, you just paste it as a reference layer and then you just draw on top of them. And that is essentially it. Alright? Alright, so now that you're done with your skin, let's just export it. So we're gonna file, scripts, and then go to TLC export. Alright? And these are, I'll go over them later in some of the time. But it should have some warning messages like, hey, there might be some head pixels in the body layer or something like that, vice versa. Pay attention to this if there are warnings, and you can ask people in the Discord if you have any questions. You don't have to touch anything, just hit export and you're done. So it should export it in, it should export these two files. I'm just going to hit replace, okay. And I don't know where they are. Alright. I think I replaced these two files, no? No, it didn't replace one. Alright, so let's just go to File, Scripts, TLC Export, and just select the directory you want it to export at. So we want it there, and we want it there, export. Okay. And here they are. Alright, so you can see it's much cleaner than the one that we started out with. And yeah. Yeah, you can see like there's some head pixels in this one. But before, after. Alright, so now let's upload it to the game. So let's upload, let's get the game, let's launch it, and let's do a before and after. So this is how you're gonna upload it, alright? So let me just wait till it loads first. Okay. So if you're uploading a fork, right, a version that, you know, someone else made and you decide to like update it or like add some more details on the hair, right, it's called a fork. If you're creating an entirely new skin, you do upload new instead, all right? But a fork is essentially creating your own copy and then still giving credit to the original person. And the original creator is probably going to get a notification and then go, hey, you know, someone added a new body to your head or something, or they updated things, and it's like, yeah, it makes it easier to find like a web of related skins. So to do that, we're going to upload a forked version. So you can right click on info and then click fork, right? and we're going to upload our PNG and JSON files. So there we go. You can add some comments like, hey, updated to remake, no harmless drawn, etc. You can add descriptions and stuff. Before we do that though, let's just look at the before and after. So let me just switch to the skin. So this is without, without the drawn frame, right? Just slides. Ugh. Right? And I didn't really do the run yet, but let's just run out of stamina really quickly. Alright, almost there. Alright, see, it doesn't really bob and, kind of gasp for air. So let's replace it with our updated version. Alright, so fork, info, fork. We're going to select. For some reason, the description got deleted. I'll fix that bug later. The UI of this is probably likely going to change, but, it's the same process. If you're iterating on a skin, do a fork. If you're making a completely new one from scratch, don't do a fork, do an upload new. So the head gender, you can make it like male, like, hey, this head is male or female or neutral. Same with the body, you want the body to be reused. Unique means that, hey, don't this body only belongs to this skin. And that's because you have like the spider one. You can't reuse this body because the body and head are so intertwined that it doesn't make sense to reuse these spider legs. Like, in fact, it probably looks pretty creepy. So let me see if I can do that actually. So head. Yeah. Actually, it looks pretty alright. Kind of creepy though, but I think Ghost Player made the Gumogo one. Pretty cool, dude. But anyways, let's get back on topic. So, info. Whoops. Fork. So you're male and male. Some male bodies can be used on females, but the opposite is true because dresses look kind of weird on guys. So yeah, just gonna do male and male. I don't know why these are not selectable either. That's another bug that I didn't realize. But yeah, select male, male. I'll fix the bug later. Add a description that you updated something, or hey, this is what I iterated on your skin. And then select the two files. So I think I already did that. And then just hit upload, right? Upload. Freaking car. And now let's compare the before and after. Alright, so here's the new drawn frame. Alright, cool. You can see the legs move. It's not sliding around anymore. Like a freaking psychopath. And now we're gonna go get exhausted. Because I think we did the tired idle. Yeah. So, come on. There we go. Yeah. Alright. And that is about it.